The next few years of gaming are about to be insane. Between Game Awards reveals and surprise announcements, 2025 and beyond are stacked. New IPs, long-awaited sequels, and some genuinely unexpected returns. Let's break down 16 of the biggest PS5 games you need to know about. Capcom finally showed off Pragmata, and after years of silence, we actually got gameplay and a release date. The new trailer mixes exploration, puzzles, and wild gravity-based traversal as you play an astronaut traveling through strange, dreamlike sci-fi environments with a young companion. The RE engine is doing crazy work here. The visuals look photorealistic, but still eerie and otherworldly. What really stands out is the environmental manipulation, shifting gravity, bending space, and using tech to navigate areas that feel impossible. The tone is quiet, mysterious, and honestly, pretty emotional. And the big moment? Pragmata launches April 24, 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and even Nintendo Switch 2. Plus, there's a Steam demo live right now if you want to try it immediately. After years of delays and rumors, Pragmata is finally real, and it looks incredible. Next up is Cyros from Housemarque. The Returnal studio is back, and their new PS5 exclusive looks absolutely wild. Tonight's story trailer introduced new characters, new locations, and a much clearer look at the cosmic threat you're up against. And yes, Rahul Kohli is officially in the game, complete with his voice and likeness, which is a huge win for fans. Cyros looks like a natural evolution of Returnal's bullet hell combat. The gameplay shown was fast, chaotic, and full of Housemarque's signature explosions of color. But what stood out just as much were the emotional, cinematic moments woven between the action, hinting at a much stronger narrative focus this time. And the big update, Cyros is now launching April 30th, 2026. It's a slight bump from the original March window, but honestly, extra polish from Housemarque is never a bad thing. As a PS5 exclusive, this is easily one of next year's biggest first-party releases, and if you loved Returnal or stylish sci-fi combat, Cyros is definitely one to watch. Phantom Blade Zero is up next, and this game looks absolutely insane. S-Game dropped a new trailer tonight, and it delivered everything fans wanted, plus a release date. The combat is the standout here. Lightning-fast swordplay, brutal finishers, and acrobatic movement that feels like a blend of Sekiro, Devil May Cry, and classic wuxia films. The animations are ridiculously smooth, every hit feels heavy, and the whole thing looks like a choreographed martial arts movie turned into a game. Visually, it's stunning, a mix of dark fantasy and stylish Chinese aesthetics. The environments look gorgeous, the character designs are dripping with attitude, and the boss shown tonight was massive, aggressive, and the definition of don't blink or you die. And the big reveal, Phantom Blade Zero launches September 9th, 2026 for PS5 and PC. After years of hype, we finally have a date, and honestly, this might be one of the most exciting action games on the horizon. Next up is Gang of Dragon, the new game from Yakuza creator Toshihiro Nagoshi, and it looks wild. After leaving Sega, Nagoshi teamed up with Korean action star Ma Dong-suk, Don Lee, and the trailer tonight showed exactly why that's a big deal. This is full-on, brutal hand-to-hand combat. Ma Dong-suk's character is plowing through enemies with that trademark heavyweight power, and every punch looks like it hurts in the best way. The game has Nagoshi's fingerprints all over it. Cinematic storytelling, stylish action, and that mix of gritty crime drama with over-the-top flair. It looks set in a modern Asian city with crime syndicates, dramatic confrontations, and likely the kind of memorable bosses and side content Nagoshi fans live for. The motion capture work looks top tier, and the production values are way higher than anyone expected from a brand new studio. No release date yet, but it's confirmed for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. If you love Yakuza, crime dramas, or just seeing Ma Dong-suk wreck people, Gang of Dragon is one to watch. Highguard was one of the biggest surprises of the night, a free-to-play extraction shooter with a dark fantasy twist, and it's launching super soon, on January 26, 2026. The trailer showed squads fighting through a medieval world filled with monsters, traps, and rival players. It's classic PvP-VE extraction gameplay, but with magic, melee weapons, and fantasy ranged combat all mixed together. One moment, you're looting a ruined castle, the next, you're fending off creatures while another team tries to ambush you during extraction. Visually, it looks impressive, with detailed armor designs and moody environments that really sell the setting. And since it's free to play, anyone can jump in and try it at launch. With extraction shooters booming right now, Highguard's fantasy angle might give it the spark it needs to stand out, and we don't have long to find out. Ace Combat 8 Wings of the Ve is finally real, and fans have been waiting for this moment for over 6 years. The reveal trailer was pure spectacle. High-speed dogfights, jets weaving through missile trails, massive explosions, and some of the best-looking skies ever put in a game. Current-gen hardware is doing serious work here. Gameplay looks like classic Ace Combat, realistic aircraft, but fast, cinematic, action-focused combat. Huge aerial battles, dramatic music, wild set pieces. The series is known for going big, and this entry looks no different. The subtitle, Wings of the Ve, hints at a brand new conflict in the strange real universe, Ace Combat's alternate Earth setting that lets them tell emotional war stories without real-world baggage. It's coming in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. No exact date yet, but just seeing it confirmed has flight combat fans losing their minds. If you love dogfighting games, this is one to watch. Halfway through the list, we've got a massive announcement. Total War Warhammer 40,000 is officially real. Creative Assembly is finally taking the Total War formula into the grim dark future, and the reveal even came from David Harbour himself. This is a dream crossover for strategy fans. The trailer showed Space Marines, orcs, and other iconic factions tearing each other apart across alien battlefields. And honestly, Total War's large-scale tactical combat feels made for 40K. Think about it. Huge armies, vehicle warfare, psychers, orbital strikes, and maybe even titans marching across the map, or leading an entire orc wog into glorious chaos. The scale of 40K finally has a system big enough to handle it. No release date yet, and it's clearly early, but just the confirmation is massive. It's coming to PC and likely consoles too. Strategy fans, Warhammer fans, this one is going to be huge for the Emperor. Moving on, No Law from Neon Giant looks absolutely savage. These are the devs behind The Ascent, and now they're making a first-person cyber noir revenge shooter that goes way harder. The trailer sets the tone fast. You're attacked in your own home, left for dead, and now you're tearing through a dystopian cyberpunk city to hunt everyone responsible. Neon-lit streets, dense crowds, neon reflections everywhere. Visually, it's gorgeous and grimy at the same time. Combat looks brutally satisfying. You've got tight gunplay mixed with cybernetic abilities, environmental destruction, hacking. Everything feels fast, aggressive, and stylish. It's like RoboCop meets Blade Runner with a personal vendetta. The noir influence is strong too. A lone protagonist, a corrupt city, and a story built entirely on vengeance when the system completely fails you. No release date yet, but it's coming to PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC. If you love cyberpunk worlds and brutal first-person action, No Law should definitely be on your radar. Lords of the Fallen 2 is back, and honestly, it looks like a huge glow-up. After that Gamescom tease, tonight we finally saw real gameplay, and this thing is aiming straight for the big leagues. The footage showed classic Souls-like combat, tight dodges, punishing enemies, and absolutely massive bosses. But the big surprise is the visual jump, insane lighting, detailed armor, and environments that look straight out of a dark fantasy horror film. The 2023 reboot had potential but rough edges. This sequel looks like it fixes everything. Smoother animations, bigger interconnected zones, and much better enemy variety. It finally feels like the version CI Games has been trying to make for years. And yes, it seems the dual world mechanic might be returning. Swapping between realms for puzzles, hidden routes, and combat advantages was the coolest idea in the reboot, so seeing hints of it again is promising. The Souls-like space is crowded, but quality stands out. Based on tonight's reveal, Lords of the Fallen 2 looks ready to compete instead of imitate. It's still aiming for a 2026 release, and honestly, it's looking strong.
Huge surprise tonight. 2 new Tomb Raider games were announced, and the internet basically exploded. First up, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, a full remake of the 1996 original. Not a remaster, a complete rebuild. Modern visuals, modern controls, but the same iconic tombs and puzzles that define the franchise. If you've never played the classic, this is the perfect way in. And then, Crystal Dynamics dropped a second bomb, Tomb Raider Catalyst, a brand new mainline entry. The reveal was light on details, but the trailer teased massive tombs, globe-spanning ruins, and yes, Lara's dual pistols making a comeback. And visually, it looks like the most ambitious Tomb Raider game yet. Even crazier, both games are launching in 2026. Whether you're craving a faithful throwback or ready for Lara's next big adventure, next year is going to be absolutely massive for Tomb Raider fans.
Entering our top 6 with a huge surprise. Control Resonant is officially real, and Remedy is taking the series in a bold new direction. The twist? You're not playing as Jessie this time. Instead, the sequel follows her brother Dylan, whose role in the first game left a ton of unanswered questions. It's a bold choice, but exactly the kind of storytelling swing Remedy loves to take. The trailer had everything Control fans wanted: shifting, brutalist hallways, floating debris, impossible geometry, and that unnerving paranormal vibe that made the original unforgettable. The oldest house looks like it's returning, but clearly changed in ways Remedy isn't ready to reveal. And of course, the Remedy-verse is expanding. After Alan Wake 2 fully embraced the shared universe, Resonant feels like it's going to push those connections even further. No release date yet, but the tone and visuals already look spot on. Control Resonant is coming to PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. And if you love mind-bending supernatural action, this sequel is absolutely one to keep on your radar.
Cracking the top 5, Blizzard dropped a huge reveal tonight. Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, the next major expansion. And yes, Mephisto is finally stepping into the spotlight. This expansion is being billed as the payoff to everything that started when Lilith first returned to Sanctuary. Players head to the ancient region of Skovos for a final showdown with the prime evil himself, which instantly makes this feel like the true climax of the Diablo 4 storyline. The content dump is massive. 2 new classes are coming, including the long-awaited Paladin, back with holy magic, shields, and that classic Diablo 2 swagger. The trailer made them look absolutely ruthless in combat. Blizzard is also rolling out major system reworks, redesigned skill trees, a higher level cap, and a revamped endgame focused on player choice and long-term mastery. It's clear they've been listening to feedback and tightening the screws on every system. And here's the cool twist. Pre-ordering lets you play the Paladin right now, before the expansion even launches, a rare win for early adopters. Diablo 4 Lord of Hatred drops April 28, 2026 on all platforms, and it genuinely looks like the expansion meant to bring Diablo 4 to its peak. Star Wars fans, pod racing is officially back, and Star Wars Galactic Racer looks way better than anyone expected. The reveal tonight showed pods flying through brutal, high-speed tracks at ridiculous speeds. And honestly, it already looks like the modern pod racing game people have been begging for since Episode 1. The trailer showed a bunch of classic planets reimagined for current-gen hardware. Tight canyon runs on Tatooine, chaotic city routes on Coruscant, and a few brand new alien worlds full of hazards. The sense of speed is insane, with engines shaking, debris flying past you, and racers crashing out left and right. Customization seems to be a huge part of a game too. You'll be able to tweak engines, stabilizers, handling, all the stuff that actually affects performance. And the multiplayer looked surprisingly stacked. Online races, competitive modes, and even split screen for that old-school couch rivalry. We don't have a specific date yet, but it's launching sometime in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. If you've been waiting years for pod racing to make a real comeback, this might be finally the one. Nobody expected this one to hit as hard as it did. Star Wars: Fate of the Old Republic just stole the spotlight. Instead of another remake or remaster, this is a new Old Republic game built by Casey Hudson's new studio, Archinaut. Yes, the same Casey Hudson behind Mass Effect and the original KOTOR. That alone changed the entire room's energy. The trailer didn't give us much, but what it did show was enough to spark chaos online. Ancient Jedi temples, armored Sith warriors, and that unmistakable Old Republic atmosphere that fans haven't felt in over a decade. It's that perfect blend of myth, politics, and Force mysticism that only this era delivers. What makes this exciting isn't nostalgia, it's potential. Hudson is known for branching narratives, tough moral choices, and world-building that hits on a cosmic scale. Bringing that back to the Old Republic era could be the perfect match. We don't know whether this is a reimagining, a spiritual successor, or something completely new, but the name Fate of the Old Republic suggests galaxy-defining decisions and a story that shapes this entire era. No release window yet, but one thing's clear. This wasn't just another reveal. This was a statement that the Old Republic is officially back and in the hands of one of the genre's best storytellers. Nobody was ready for this reveal. That strange desert statue everyone was obsessing over? Yeah, it was Larian the whole time. And tonight, they confirmed it. They're making a new Divinity game. This is huge because Larian isn't just returning to the series that started it all. They're going bigger than ever. Sven Vink literally said this will be their biggest game we've ever made. Think about that. Bigger than Baldur's Gate 3, the RPG that took over the entire industry. The announcement trailer didn't give much away, but what it did show was stunning. Lush fantasy landscapes, mysterious ruins, and that unmistakable Divinity tone. Whimsical, dark, and just a little chaotic. Fans had been decoding that statue for weeks, and the payoff was absolutely worth it. We still don't have story details, classes, or gameplay, but honestly, we don't need them yet. Larian has earned more trust than almost any studio right now. When they say they're making something ambitious, you believe them. No release window, no platforms confirmed, just pure hype and the promise that Divinity is coming back in a massive way. For RPG fans, this might be the next genre-defining moment. And closing out the show, we finally got LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight, and this looks massive. TT Games is going all in on celebrating 85 years of Batman, letting you play through multiple eras with different versions of the Dark Knight. Classic comic Batman, the 60s TV Batman, modern gritty Batman, each with their own gadgets, combat style, and villains. Gotham is one giant open world, but every district reflects a different era. Art Deco, neon-soaked 80s, modern Gothic, all seamlessly connected. It's easily the most detailed Gotham ever seen in a LEGO game. Combat's been revamped, puzzles are more complex, and every Bat vehicle from every era is drivable. The full Bat family's here too, with hundreds of characters to unlock. LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight launches holiday 2026, and it's shaping up to be TT Games' most ambitious LEGO title yet. And that's the rundown of the 16 biggest announcements from the Game Awards 2025. From massive Star Wars reveals to Larian's new Divinity and the return of LEGO Batman, this show did not miss. Which reveal hit you the hardest? Drop it in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.